Standing between you and a hard place is insane. Standing too near you and a fire. Wait, good evening, good people. Happy Wednesday night. Good evening. Be sure to check my DMs, my direct messages. Good evening, good fellows. Good lasses. Yeah, we can absolutely talk about that. Let me ping you after the live. So thank you for offering. That's great. Should make a story about a singing dog who made it big in Hollywood. Champy could make it big in Hollywood, couldn't you? Through a blue telescope, looking at the world tonight. Through a blue telescope, I wish I might not say what I see. Sheet metal on sheets of ice. Looking through this blue telescope, down the moon struck the road tonight. Cookie's puppy is singing too. You're inspiring others to sing, Champy. You and I here all alone, Sunday morning here at home. Sky's blue and a coffee's strong. It's true. Then I open my eyes to a dream realized in front of me. and I haven't got a clue what in the world has happened to me. I think I'm happy, like the first day of summer vacation. Happy, gotta get a little rest and relaxation. Happy, like the choir on Sunday morning singing true. That's it, Champy? You done? Todd Waller gets it right. Martin Sexton is the singer being butchered. Absolutely correct. Sitting in this lonely town, wondering when things are gonna change. Dream my life away. Seems these dreams have turned to a bunch of dust clouds. Get my nerve up, but my past is pulling me down. Wondering how long this black sheep gonna stick around. Somebody told me once before, he said you can never go home again once you leave. Saying a thing just to steer me away, yeah, from the truth of who I am and what I believe. So I thanked him for his 2 cents with a handshake and some sympathy, yeah. I packed up my blue jeans and I headed for this big price of my freedom. Bye-bye, black sheep, to the black sheep of the family. Bye-bye, oh, that means so very much to me, yeah. Bye-bye, black sheep, to my friends and my family. Bye-bye, oh, hi, going off and set my soul, set it free. There we go, Champy time. Champy is singing. And Murphy, what's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got a situation going on with the hair. Sorry about that. What are you going to do? At least I got some. Ping, is pinging still a thing? To violence. This is a place I can slowly face, the only one I truly can know. These are tears from a long time ago. Got these tears from a long time ago. I need to cry 30 years or so. These are tears from a long time go. All right. That dog was that hair thing a dig at me. Listen, bald is beautiful too. Bald is beautiful. Look, it's. I don't have much to imagine. It's just like going. I could tune this. I could tune the guitar. I could. I could. I know a little bit of Blackbird, but not. I haven't played it in so long. Click the puzzle piece. No, it was Storyvine Auto Magic Video. Click to add the camera list. I don't know what's going on. Software update. Everyone. Can you hear me right now? Or did it screw up my audio? Did it screw up my mic? Back again? Buffering. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. All right. Hear you. Okay, fantastic, Bob. I'll get some Beatles songs out, some James Taylor shit like that. I gotta get some new songs. We got an AI song. Echo through the day. People greet you with a grin. I think that's right. Nothing ever seems to change. The stories still unfold, each unique and strange. All right, Champy, enough showing off. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. We let him go to doggy acting school, and it went straight to his head. He's got an ego. He's got an ego nearly the size of his body, he is a rotund fella. As our vet said, that's one tubby boy. So I love you, Champy, but come on, let's be honest. You'd rather be on the red carpet, wouldn't you? Huh? It's a good boy. You looking for chicken? I got nothing for you. All right, what are we going to do tonight? Who wants to do anything? What do you want to do? Anyone have any questions? I can wax poetic. I can make silly voices. You can make money with ChatGPT. We can make money with ChatGPT. We can do it all. I can show you my rabbit. Can we do a GPT that fills out a form? No. Well, maybe. I don't quite know what that means. Like a custom GPT using just the GPT thing, you can't do that. If you did it with Zapier or Make, one of the automation tools, you could get it to do that pretty easily. But that is so boring to set up. It's not like Zapier. Yeah, I would think that's like Zapier. How's the rabbit? It's sitting right here. The rabbit is happy. The rabbit occasionally vibrates. Get your minds out of the gutter. This rabbit. See? Wait, there he is. Let's see. Let's see. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
It sounds like you're planning to go biking tomorrow. Enjoy your ride.
No, I just asked what the weather was tomorrow.
Checking the weather.
Look.
The weather in Denver, Colorado tomorrow is mostly sunny with 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 10% precipitation.
Little scroll wheel. See, it's cool. It's cool. Did I use it? No. What I'm actually kind of waiting for. I want this new real-time voice shit to come out from OpenAI, and it's not coming out, and it's probably not going to be for another month or two. So I'm cranky because Sam Altman. What an own goal. Like, what a ridiculous PR disaster they're in the middle of for no fucking reason. Idiots. All right, can you talk about the new Copilot laptop recently announced? I don't know a ton about it. I can tell you what I know. They're calling it Copilot Plus PC. It's part of their Surface line, which is, I guess, the Microsoft equivalent of the MacBook Air line, because they were comparing it to the MacBook Air with an M3 chip in it, that's a pretty baller Mac. And it was doing, I don't know, 2 or 3 times faster kind of operations than the Mac was with the AI stuff. So they have a CPU in it, a GPU in it, and an NPU, a neural processing unit. And what the big deal about that is they can do all of the AI processing without taking up your CPU and GPU cycles. So, for example, you could be playing a video game that's hogging up your GPU and still talk to Microsoft Copilot while you're playing your game, and it could help you. So the example that they showed was a guy playing Minecraft who was clueless, like if I played Minecraft. And then the AI was just his assistant, his real-time assistant talking there. So that's a pretty big deal. The other thing that it allows is a thing that they've announced called Recall, which is the feature of your nightmares. It remembers everything you do on your computer. And it allows you to basically search anything you've done on your computer, visual or otherwise. And that's obviously a feature that privacy is a big issue. And so the fact that it's processing all this AI stuff locally is what makes that a potentially interesting product, actually. Was contemplating the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but they added the AI components to the S22 Ultra. Yeah, I wouldn't rush to get anything that's AI powered right now. The initial hardware is gonna suck. It's gonna get so much better. So in general, when you've got new hardware architectures like this, I'd wait for version 2 or 3. So maybe in 2025, when these things cycle through an iteration or two, that's what I would do. But I don't know. I'm a Mac guy and an iPhone guy, so I don't know anything about the Android ecosystem at all. I mean, I know that Samsung is gaining a really good reputation for good hardware and good software, but I wasn't rushing for $1,300, no cost upgrade. I usually wait 2 versions minimum. Yeah, I would probably wait. So I can play a game in VR, mod here, and Copilot can organize my ADHD thoughts. That's the promise, Cam Catkin. That's kind of what they were talking about. Is that they've got this Copilot app, which is effectively like the Chat GPT app is on Mac, and it just sits there and is your assistant. So yeah, that's kind of the promise of it. Now, we will find out in, what is it? It's the 22nd, 2 or 3 weeks. When's the Apple Developer Conference? Is that early June or late June? I think it's early June, isn't it? Worldwide DC, June 10th. June 10th. So 7-8 days from now, and then 10 after that. So no, 2.5 weeks. Yeah, 2.5 weeks. We'll know what Apple's gonna probably be launching in the fall. So we're not gonna be able to play with anything from Apple, as far as I can tell, till at least September. That's when they do that's when they'll announce the iOS shit in June, and then developers will kick the tires on it over the summer, and then they'll probably launch some version of it in September. I think that's how they do. And honest to God, if Apple doesn't announce something big with AI, I'm gonna blow a gasket. I'm built to have an assistant, and I miss having one. I can delegate like it's a superpower. That's awesome, Silver Fox. I've been the worst hirer of assistants in the history of hiring assistants, because my problem is I assume that my assistants understand what's happening in my head. I don't articulate what I need very well. So I think if I had a little digital assistant, it would be better. I could just go do this. And it would just sort of go do it. I'm like, no! Just do it 20 times. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. All right. I always get myself a new phone on my son's birthday in September. Oh, that might be interesting. He's not a fan. Yeah. Sorry, son, you don't get a present again. Hey, you want to see my cool new phone? Oh, I had one for years who understood me perfectly. I've never had an assistant that understood me perfectly. Oh, so I just, and it's like, I accept full responsibility that having a good assistant is largely dependent on you being a good communicator. And for whatever reason, I just never did that well. Yep, I would need a mind reader. Yeah, exactly. It's like so clear up here. And I know I said it. But I think the words that come out are like, could you do a thing? And then they try to do a thing, and I'm like, no, that's not the thing that was in here. It can't be fun. When you trust it for a day, then ask it for something once in public. What's that? The thing, the recall system? Yeah, it's Google said public gems are coming today. Public gems as in gem like colloquial for something cool, or gems like a product called gems? With the ChatGPT 4.0, wouldn't that make the Rabbit R1 obsolete? I don't think it would, actually. I mean, technically the iPhone makes this thing obsolete, right? Because you can do on the iPhone essentially what you can do here. If this thing had the GPT 4.0 sort of instant response, because right now it's not bad. So write me a poem about quantum mechanics. 2 in
In the
1,000.
realm of particles small,
Like 2 seconds.
quantum laws govern them all. Superposition's curious dance.
But if that were a third of a second, like the OpenAI demo, or even half a second, if it were 4 times faster that in response, and it, had emotion and things like that, I like this form factor. I love just this single button, click. Now, could they do that with the iPhone? They could do that with the iPhone. Like, does it justify having this? Look, you shake it and you get the settings, and then you shake them to go away. I don't know. I'm still up in the air with this thing. I love the form factor. I think it's beautiful. Where they're weak is in their software, and what I think they should do is just punt on building software and just make cool little devices like this. Like, imagine a smaller version of this that hung around your... and that's sort of what the Humane Pin is, but I don't know. There's something kind of cool about it. It's something... It warms my nostalgia cockles. Everything works well in a demo. Form over function, great form. Yeah, exactly. It really is. It's good form. It's really nice form. And now that I have a swell... Actually, you know what I should do? Now that Vicky made me this swell stand, I'll put it up here, and I know people are gonna give me shit for that. Oh, I noticed you got the Rabbit R1 on the shelf already, you big loser. I told you weren't going to use it. You're not wrong. Her pocket size. Totally. Like, her pocket size. Like, that thing as a little her unit, I think it would be kind of cool. It does Bluetooth, and it's got a little screen so you can show you little pictures. It's got cameras so you can point it around at shit. I think it could be interesting. All right, they want you to drop it. I'm not going to drop it. We should say hi to Piie. I used Piie today for the first time. The voice inflections are human-like. Yeah, Pie's pretty good. So if you haven't heard Piie... There's a problem with Piie. Hey, darling, how's it going today?
Hello there. Doing swell as always. What's up on your end?
I don't know. I was just wondering what you're thinking about.
Well, lately I've been pondering about the nature of creativity. How can something intangible manifest into something tangible and beautiful? How do people come up with such unique ideas? It's a fascinating subject, don't you think?
I think it's even more fascinating now that AI can help me come up with ideas and I no longer have writer's block. She's going to like that.
Oh yes, AI has certainly changed the creative landscape, hasn't it? It's like having a trusted brainstorming partner that never gets tired or runs out of ideas. And less writer's block, that's a major plus for all creatives. Have you found AI to be helpful in your creative endeavors?
Yeah, it's a game changer. Let me ask you something. Can you only understand the text of what I'm saying, or can you hear the inflection of my voice?
Currently, I can only understand the text of what you're saying. I don't have the capability to...
So that's the thing. The thing that if you haven't been paying insanely close attention to what OpenAI's been talking about and launching, one of the biggest deals about the real-time voice stuff that's coming is it's not just understanding your text. So what they've done cleverly with Piie is it kind of mimics emotional stuff, and based on the content of what you say, it will sometimes respond. Like, I told it once that my mother was in hospice, and her response was like, oh, no, 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 no. Like, she got really animated. But it's based on the content. The new GPT-4, it can actually understand your inflection. So it can understand if you're breathing heavy or if you're whispering or if you're excited, and then it can match the tone. So it's the average response time of the new system is supposed to be 320 milliseconds, so a third of a second. And human response time is on average about 250 milliseconds. So we're within a tenth of a second, less than a tenth of a second of human response time is what's coming from OpenAI. Now, I can go to OpenAI right now. I can go to ChatGPT. So this is the ChatGPT iOS app. Hey, how's it going? 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000.
Response 1, friendly greeting. Day 23rd, 2024. Hey, it's going well. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Why do you take so long to respond? 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000.
Response 2, addressing delay concern. Date May 23rd, 2024. I apologize for any delay. Sometimes it takes a moment to process and provide the best response.
So when you're talking to ChatGPT 4 with that model, it's on average 5.4 seconds. That's just not a conversation. And the other thing you can do with the OpenAI one is you can interrupt it. So if it's talking, just like you're talking to someone else, let me talk over you. I've got ADD. Let me talk over you now. Sorry, my brain's already moved on. We're going to change the subject now. The new talkie thing is going to be good at that. Oh, wait. Will Piie still need to play tones before answering? Well, those tones where it goes da 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 or whatever it's doing, are where it's searching the internet. I think if they program them cleverly, like even if you asked it to search the internet, like the rabbit does this pretty well. What's some music coming up live in Denver this weekend?
Looking it up now.
So the looking it up now,
This
like
weekend in Denver, there are numerous live music events across various genres.
so like while it was starting the search, it was saying looking it up now. So it sounds like it's, right on. I'm right on that, boss. While it's doing the searching in the background. So if they do that cleverly, you won't need to have audio signals like that it's off doing something on its own. Here's the problem with Piie. Piie is from a company called Inflection. Inflection was a pretty big deal company. Technically still is. Founded by Reid Hoffman and 2 other founders, technical founders. And they raised $1.3 billion with a B dollars. And then Microsoft just kind of unceremoniously just hired away the 2 co-founders and most of the staff. It's all about user perceived latency. Yeah, exactly, Pate. So if you've got a model that can respond really quickly, like the new GPT 4o model or the new Google, what's it called? It begins with an A. That seemed to be doing it pretty fast because it's truly multimodal as well. If you've got a quick model and then you do some of that clever programming, then your perceived latency is essentially 0. Piie main chat can't see what's in threads, but it thinks it can. Yeah, Piie hallucinates a lot. It's been very good for me being forced to wait for her to finish speaking. I know, I've had to learn how to talk differently with these tools. Latency is very decent. The latency on the rabbit's actually really good. I don't know quite how they did it because they're using old models. Like the latency on the rabbit's I guess it's because they're using probably Llama 3 or Perplexity or something. Like your new walkie-talkie thing. Yeah, it's very much like a walkie-talkie. That's what I like about it. That's the nostalgia piece of it. Okay, let's go look at some shit. We might end up writing a song. Because I'm enamored a bit with the music generation tools right now because they are quick and they are pretty good, and they keep adding little subtle improvements to them, and I'm always a sucker for that. When things go 8 months without an upgrade, it bores the shit out of me. Seems like Piie plays tones to say generic things like doing well, but I'll try again. Yeah, Pie's going to get better. Anyway, the challenge with Piie, the problem with Inflection is I don't know, I don't know how well they're being supported. Astra, that's the googly thing. Google Astra. All right, let's go to ChatGPT. By the way, if you didn't know it, you can go to chatgpt.com now. And that's the same site as chat.openai.com. That's what it should have been from the beginning, but, you know. And what else do we have? Let's go take a look. Oh, you know what I want to do? No, Kyle, why don't you tell us? Option spacebar. ChatGPT open. Hey there, can you talk yet?
Yes, how can I help you today?
Which version are you?
I am based on the GPT-4 architecture. What's on your mind?
I'm looking for GPT-4 Omni. I'm really looking for her.
I'm not familiar with a specific version called GPT-4 Omni. Can you tell me more about what you're looking for? Maybe I can help.
Nah, your overlords don't want you to know about it. They're being a little stingy.
It sounds like you're curious about different versions of AI. Even though I don't have specific information on GPT-4 Omni,
Yeah, that's not.
I'm here to...
That's not. It's not good. Let's see. How do I get out of here?
Sorry, I'm having issues.
What I don't know. Yeah, this is just a hobbled version of whatever it's going to be. So that's not good. So that was the ChatGPT Mac app, which is out, but it's not any of the new exciting stuff. So it's not all that interesting right now. Unless I don't know how to use it. If there's something cool it can do, like if it can see another app or like my web browser and comment on it, great. But I don't think it's that model yet. Okay, so a couple of things that are worth unpacking. If you're a GPT Plus member, you now have 3 different models. You've got GPT 3.5, which is super fast, but not great. You have GPT-4, which is slow, and that's the one we've loved for, 6-9 months, a year. And then we've got this new GPT-4 Omni model. I'm in GPT-4 Omni. I can say, make me a picture of a 70s muscle car in an abandoned factory with sunlight streaming through the broken windows. And it will make an image, but it's not making the image with its own model. It's going outside and using DALL-E 3. So it's still the old image generation thing, and if you talk to it, it's still the old voice model. So it doesn't have any of the new fancy ass shit in it. If we click here, see, this is all the old. This is all the old stuff. Make it green. Played with Chat GPT for 3 hours today. Went back to early days of coming up with absurd prompts. Had fun. So TK, that's super cool. I mean, playing with these things, and just, you know, if the new models sort of put you back in touch with, let me go play with this thing. Let me go see what this is. It's a nice sort of AMC Javelin looking beast, isn't it? It's like a what you call it? 72, 73. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad year for a pretty bad car. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh. Look at the lines. Oh, lordy. Hair Growth Geek giving me the roses. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Rudy Seago in the house. Have you heard when the new stuff will go active? I have not. I have a feeling that the new stuff's going to get delayed because of the Scarlett Johansson bullshit. And if you want to know my thoughts on that, it's really stupid PR move on OpenAI's part. If they had just said this when they launched it, we're going to show you a thing that's like the movie Her. We reached out to Scarlett Johansson because we would have loved to have had her voice it, but she's not available right now. We're still talking to her. Hopefully we can work things out. But in the meantime, we've got something that sounds kind of close. It's a different actress. It's not her. So here it is. If they'd done that, this would be fine, right? Like they just thought they could get away with it, like typical tech fucking bros. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Let them come after us. Let them sue us. Well, hope you got some of those billions set aside for lawyers. OpenAI did today. This is good. This was good. Let's go to OpenAI for a second, because I think there's some decent news. Some decent news there. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Where do we got? What? News. Oh, there's nothing there. Hang on. Let's see. OpenAI. They cut a deal with News Corp, announcing a multi-year partnership with News Corp to enhance ChatGPT with its premium journalism. So they're going to do some sort of RAG kind of searching, retrieval augmented generation, where it can go search for news stories and pull them up as news stories. I'm mad we lost Sky. Yeah, I am too. Because Sky was not Scarlett Johansson. It was clearly an actress that they hired to sound like her, or who already sounded like her. And they, gave it all the friendliness of the Her character, Samantha. But it's not her. So, and then this begs the question, does any actress that sounds like Scarlett Johansson, are they not allowed to use their voice, right? But that's not the issue. The issue is it was just handled poorly from a communication standpoint. This was the deal, or this was a deal that OpenAI was in with the New York Times to do a deal just like this one. And that's shortly after Google cut a deal with them, and then the New York Times said, nah, fuck it, we're suing them. So they're in the middle of negotiations when when the New York Times said we're going to sue you for training on our content. So these sort of a landmark multi-year global partnership. I wonder if they say how much it was. I doubt it. Through the partnership, OpenAI has permission to display content from News Corp mastheads in response to user questions and enhance its products with the ultimate objective of providing people the ability to make informed choices based on reliable information and news sources. Content from the major publications, including the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, MarketWatch, Investors Daily, Financial News, FN, New York Post, The Times, The Sunday Times, The Sun, Australian, The Daily Telegraph, The Courier Mail, The Advertiser, and The Herald Sun. We believe it's historic, said Robert Thompson. Our partnership is a proud moment for journalism. We greatly value News Corp's thing. So, yeah. So, anyway, they didn't say how much the deal was, but that's a decently big deal. It's a big deal. You know, people? Oh, people. News Corp data would destroy OpenAI accuracy. Calling them need is calling dog meat Kobe beef. Reliable info and News Corp go together like oil and vinegar. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I don't think that they're gonna I don't think that they're gonna roll News Corp stories into their answers. I think it's gonna be more like if I search for a news story, it might say, here's a News Corp source, because they said they're gonna pull in the mastheads, right? So they might pull in headlines. Hey, here's news headlines. You can go read them over there if you want, right? Calling them news. Kyle, tell Sam to give ScarJo some shares. We need Sky back. I know. They aren't just blindly using the data. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna use this as what this really is for OpenAI to be able to point to other sources and say, here's the answer of the question you asked for. You know, we may or may not have pulled, info from some of these news stories. And then in the ideal world, here's News Corp, here's New York Times, here's that sort of thing, right? Kyle, I know you got Sam's number. Tell him to give ScarJo what she wants. One of the things that I thought was that, OpenAI would just go back and 10x what they offered her. But now that they did this stupid move and pissed her off, she'll likely never do it. But it would be smart of them. I mean, if they did an announcement like this with a major actor or a major actress, right, or musicians, to say, hey, the voice of this is by Chris Rock, and the voice of this is by Jennifer Lawrence, and right? That could be really interesting. I would assume at some point people are going to do that. Actors are going to do that. ScarJo. Let's go look at some Twitter and see what else is going on here. See if there's anything interesting. By the way, my TikTok feed got totally... I did today I did a video about why Gen X is kicking ass with AI, because my feed just got cluttered with Gen Xers, and I thought, I'll just jump on the Gen X bandwagon and get a bunch of views for my video. And then TikTok, promptly went and shadow banned the video. So I reposted it, and it was just, all it did was totally fuck up my timeline now, which is nothing but Gen Xers going, I'm Gen X, look, we're cool. Gen X train, whoop whoop. And I didn't get the million views I wanted on my stupid video. Oh, that's funny, Greg Mushin. I hate to be the one to break this to you. It's your prompt, not the large language model. When people bitch about getting shitty answers, that's pretty good. Oh, man. Meta open sourcing Llama 3 400 billion will make them biggest hero of our age, but I heard that they weren't going to do that. Scoop! OpenAI's senior leadership says they were unaware ex-employees who didn't sign departure docs were threatened with losing their vested equity. Oh, whatever. Yes, Sam Altman knew that was what the exit clause had in it. No, he didn't think anyone would bitch about it. Now that they've bitched about it and everyone's pissed off, he'll undo it. ChatGPT is a beta test. That I agree with. Ethan Mullock, it's clarifying when you realize that people at the AI labs who say they are building AGI believe they are building AGI. That doesn't mean that they will do it. But folks here often attribute complex motives to promises of AGI that are often better explained by beliefs. Interesting. You know what's funny about the GPT-4 Omni model is that I feel like I'm seeing kind of equal commentary on it, that it's absolutely horrible and worse than GPT-4, and that it's absolutely amazing and better than GPT-4. What that says to me is that it's just different. Because it's a truly multimodal model, maybe it's just behaving differently. And some people like the way it works and some people hate it. But I don't know. It's weird. Cognition. We are partnering with Microsoft to help bring Devon to every developer. Under the partnership, Microsoft will use Devon to help its developers achieve more, starting with code migrations and modernization, and bring Devon to its customer base. Devon will be powered by Azure. That's interesting. So they're going to do specific use cases, code migrations and modernization. And if you don't know what Devon is, Devon's an autonomous agent that does planning of coding, and then it writes the code. It's got a command line interface. It's got a web browser, and then it's got an IDE where it can write the code, I guess. Maybe I said that. I don't know. It's got many piece parts that it can play with. Somebody hacked my account and spammed it bad, so they banned me. Oh, that sucks. Sam, the YC Combinator guy didn't know about the exit clause. Yeah, and Michael Jordan can't shoot threes. Dude, you're aging yourself. That should have been a Caitlin Clark joke. And Caitlin Clark can't shoot threes from 30 feet. Copilot right now. I need a cigarette. All right. Oh, I'm in the post. That's why this is all about Devon. Sam Altman is a habitual liar. Introducing Ambient GPT, an open source multimodal Mac OS foundational model GUI. Let me read that again. Introducing Ambient GPT. This is why we can't have nice things, people, because developers write sentences like this. Introducing Ambient GPT, an open source and multimodal Mac OS foundation model GUI. Run GPT-4o and open source models with full ambient knowledge of your screen. Foundation models. So it's a little GitHub thing. Does it? right. Well, there you go. Open source, trying to preempt everyone else like they do, which is cool.
Mike, Greg, Steve Carell. What he did every day on that show, like I'll never forget it. Oh, I'm really excited about teaming up with you.
That's funny. All right. Nothing interesting. I thought there might be something cool because I didn't have a chance to really look at Twitter today. I thought there might be something kind of cool, people, but no. All right. I'm at a trade show in New York City for smart cities, and every company is offering AI solutions. I know there's an AI toothbrush out right now. Like, come on. This is like the World Wide Web. It's like every toothbrush had a website back in 1997. And we're not even close to that yet. We're not even close to the froth of like 97 to 99 with the web stuff was just batshit crazy. We haven't even started with that shit yet. Just slap AI on everything. I cleaned up so much extensions, such a relief. Oh, that's good. Girl in a perfect match for you. The AI told me so. Anyone know how to build a custom CRM? I do not. Why would you want to build a custom CRM? That sounds awful. We announced new TPUs, by the way, during Google I/O Trillium. Yeah, I noticed, Pate, they were like 4.5 times faster than the current architecture. And I was listening to Paul Reitzer's, the Marketing AI Institute's podcast today, and he was talking about that maybe the 2 million token context window is literally just a result of the new architecture being able to make the same thing more effective. Is that true? I'm going to change the spelling of my name to Stacy with an AI in it. That's good. That's why I write we're entering the Great Renaissance, and I capitalize the AI in the middle of Renaissance for exactly that reason. One, just to be a douche, but you know. Why not? I knew we'd get a 2 million context window. I called it when it started. Yeah, 2 million tokens lets you upload a 2-hour video and just start interacting with it. And it because it's multimodal, it can interact with all of the stuff in the video. It's pretty amazing. I wonder if let's go to AI Studio. Let's go play with some Google stuff. Oh, join waitlist. I'm at aistudio.google.com. Okay. All right. I'm on the wait list, people. For the 2 million context. Oh, God. Shit. We're on the wait list. Not sure. What was that, Pate? Not sure on the specifics of that. New hardware in general does allow for more things. Yeah, that's true. Someone's going to steal that name for a startup. Renaissance. The Great Renaissance. Take it, man. We are absolutely entering a great renaissance. I have, 99.99% conviction of. When these tools get good, because these tools are shitty right now, and people in this community are absolutely doing remarkable things. Oracle has free training and 2 free attempts to take Oracle AI Professional Certification exam. I don't know what that means, though. What AI? AI is such a broad term. AI is just, it's like a whole class of kinds of technologies. My fear of taking something from Oracle is they're going to just teach you about, database. Like, is it modern AI? Is it generative AI? Is it infrastructure? Is it, what are they teaching you there? Do you use Apple AirPod Pros? They can scan your ears to adjust the sound. I don't. I've heard they can do some of that stuff. For some reason, I used to, lust after and get all the Apple gear as it came out, and I just stopped doing that. I don't know why. Because I feel like phones got good enough, earbuds got good enough. I didn't ever really feel the need for an Apple Watch. It wasn't until I just got a new phone that they're like, "Oh, do you want an Apple Watch 2 for $5 a month or whatever it was?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," but it was like an afterthought purchase. 2 for $5 a month or whatever it was. I was like, "Yeah, sure," but it was like an afterthought purchase. Is there anything new in settings? No. Do I have no? I saw there have been a number of people, by the way. I would strongly encourage you, if you've been adding things to your ChatGPT memory, I would strongly encourage you. I don't think you can copy and paste them. They're not editable. If you can copy and paste them, copy and paste them. Or just screenshot them, because you can put images into ChatGPT. I lost all my memory. I didn't have a ton in there, but I had enough in there that it pisses me off I lost it. So there's no way to recover it. And I've seen a number of people talking about losing their memory over the past week or so from ChatGPT. So especially if you've done any amount of work to build up your memory, take screenshots or just get it out somehow. Because that's a real pain in the ass. I think MJ Prompt Engineering Certificate might be lacking. Oracle Fusion is their AI knowledge tool. All right. It doesn't mean much. Certs and AI mean whatever they want them to mean. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start giving AI Learning Lab certifications too. You can add Google Docs to GPT. Oh yeah, they added that. That's kind of cool. Although, you know what's weird about it? So if I connect my Google Drive, unless they fixed this, your account is now connected. See how my Google Drive, it doesn't give me like shared drives, my personal drive, shared drives, but it seems to give me all the folders from a lot of my drives. I don't quite get it. So I don't know how it works. It doesn't seem complete. I can search file types, but it just says Google Drive. It doesn't tell me which Google Drive. And then it doesn't have like folders high up in the hierarchy. It's just got like a bunch of random folders from down in there somewhere, randomly organized. I don't get it. So this is janky too. So that's why I haven't been talking about that all that much, because I don't quite understand it because they didn't use the standard fucking interface. So, what are your qualifications, Kyle? Here's my qualifications. You want to know my qualifications? I have ADD, and I can very quickly pattern match stuff. And so if something's intuitive, I can get it like that. And if something is inconsistent and janky, it drives me fucking bonkers. We need AI Learning Lab participation trophies. Actually, that would be fantastic. I really should do. I really should do buttons and get them to all the irregulars. I know Tobias actually volunteered to help me do that, but I got so many things to do, people. My ChatGPT is basically Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. Might need to reprogram it. I like AirPod Pros because they're soft on the ears. Oh, that's nice. That noise canceling lowers my anxiety. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the noise canceling stuff's really cool. Although, you know what's funny? The ones that go in your ears. I have really tiny ear canals, so they always fall out. But that transparency mode where it lets some audio in is actually really cool because when you when you turn that off and it just makes it completely silent. I only ever have an AirPod in one ear. And it's really weird. It's just like you've lost hearing in an ear. It's bizarre. We need badges in the AI salon. Yeah, we do. We got to do that. Oh, you know what, Danielle? That's a good idea. Remind me, DM me on the salon, and we could probably do that pretty quickly. Can we stop stigmatizing self-taught? I think everyone's about to be self-taught. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I can we stop stigmatizing it? I think that's going to take a generation or two, quite honestly. Because you've got the educational institution, it is their job to make it seem like going to college is better than not. And we're quickly entering a world, if we've not already fully entered it, where you can just do shit. You don't have to go spend 4 years to figure out how to do shit. You'll just be able to do it. They have different size silicone tips. Love the quiet it brings. No, but the smallest tips, they still squirt out of my ears, especially my right ear. I can't. I've tried everything. I think they sell foam inserts that you can get off Amazon that are probably better because they squish down, but the silicone just slides right out. If they can turn down my tinnitus, I'm sold. I don't think they can do that, but I assume that's a different mechanism. Watching your lives has clearly shown we will all be very multi-talented because of AI soon. Well, thank you, Chris. And I totally, that I 1000% agree with. Like, yep. That's the thing that, it's the thing that is hardest for me to explain about why AI is a big deal. Because we've all got, like, all of our brains, function in a particular way. Some people are visual and they're good at art. Some people are musical and they're good at that. Some people are good with words. Some people are good with logic. Some people are good with process. Almost no one is good at all of it. What happens to our brains when all of a sudden you can do all of that stuff? You can take any idea that you have, and rather than having to partner with someone or like even if you just want to conceive something, but it's out of your wheelhouse, you're now going to be able to do that. Like, what does that open up for us creatively? I mean, I deeply, deeply believe it's going to alter how our brains work, and it's going to do it pretty quickly. Though I meet lots of people. Wait, what was that, Pate? Though I meet lots of self-taught people who don't know as much as they think they do. Well, that's that's a good point, Pate. That self-taught. Well, I can tell you for sure that my self-taught guitaring, like I suck at guitar because I never, really learned theory, really learned guitar. So I think self-taught has a decently well-earned reputation, but I also think that there's some legacy higher education bullshit that needs to be fixed. That is going to be forced to be fixed. So Kyle, you're saying no to Neuralink. I don't think I'll have to say yes or no to it, because I think that we'll have Meta's working on a wrist cuff right now that is a brain interface that doesn't require surgery. Apple just patented earbuds that probably wouldn't stay in my ears, but other people's ears they might stay in, where the stuff that contacts your inner ear is actually a brain interface. So I think that someone else just made one that's like a headband that's a brain interface that doesn't require surgery. So maybe the Neuralink one will be, 100 milliseconds faster or something like that. But I think that probably within 2 years, we'll have brain interfaces without surgery that'll be good. So, but I'm not conceptually against Neuralink. I'm just like, I don't want to be the first guy. Although the first guy, he's like, it's amazing. I just saw another interview with him today where the guy's like, wait, are you moving your mouse? And he's like, are you moving it with your eyes? And the guy's like, no, I'm just thinking about it. And I move the mouse around and play chess while we're talking. It's like, whoa, it's crazy. The only place self-taught is a no is karaoke. No, you can't sing. Which AirPods have the brain conduction? That's very cool. They don't have them yet. It was just a patent that was filed, I think, by Apple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was by Apple. Actually, let me see if I can go find it. Let me put this on, because I need to. Where's my X.com? AirPod brain interface patent. There you go. See that there drawing? So, like, what's this from? On July 20th of 2023, Apple submitted a patent for a biological sensing device using dynamic selection of electrodes, aka EEG, integrated into AirPods. How cool is that? Apple needs to fix Siri. I disagree with you there. They need to flush Siri down the flippin' toilet. Let us be. Oh, wait. Hi, Champy. You like the little singing? Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag. So we bought a pack of cigarettes. Wait. So we bought a pack of cigarettes from the Swangler's Prize. ScarJo to replace Siri. Siri, go away.
Okay.
I have to be back up for work in 2.5 hours, so I'm going to drop. However, I appreciate you. Oh, thank you very much. That's very sweet. It's very sweet. We didn't do much tonight. Apologies for not doing much tonight. Hey, are you sure you're self-taught? On the guitar I am, but you know, I've been playing it for a lot of years, so. And I do things like one of the ways I got decent on guitar is I use that ADD thing. You know how when you're neurospicy and you've got ADD and you get a song stuck in your head for like 9 months straight? Well, what I would do is I would get songs stuck in my head that were, I couldn't sing them and I couldn't play them, and I would just essentially play the same song for 9 months until I got it to the point that I could play Sweet Child of Mine. I could probably play that one. Deco here allows you to use celebs. ScarJo channel worked. Oh, that's funny. I wonder what the pay scale is for Celebs and AI per 150 million users. yeah, exactly. I would assume that they're paying flat rates to voice actors. They're not going to need voice actors for long for that kind of stuff. Because really where this goes, it's not, you know, I think where this goes is this thing will know how to talk like me. It'll know how to talk like you. And the system will be smart enough to you know, sort of context switch and change voices or invent voices or things like that. Like I think we're in a very short window here where this conversation is even happening. I don't see this going for that long. Like if at some point we want something to sound like Scarlett Johansson or Jim Carrey or this or that, I think they just will. And I think it'll happen in open source. I think commercial systems are going to have to deal with this and cut deals with famous people or estates of famous people. But I think the open source community is going to be able to just, you know, create systems that just automatically generate this shit. So, we'll see. I've been singing Me and You, Your Mama, and Our Cousin too. Oh, Outcast, yeah. Oh, yeah. The job market is turning into Gattaca. I know. AI resume and AI resume readers. Absolutely. I'll have your agent call my agent, right? That's it. Wouldn't the real money right now be owning server farms? Absolutely. Own the picks and the shovels, or the, you know, pick and shovel stores. Absolutely. The job market. Yeah. Yep. I like what you're saying, Chris. You're in the right hood of all the stuff I'm thinking about too. Fuck it. Let's go make a song. It's going to drive Mr. IT crazy. Do you think UBI is really needed soon? I think that UBI is going to be needed when there's an acute impact on jobs. Right now, the AI is strong enough that it's costing jobs, but it's not so strong that it's wiping out sectors. And I think that at the point at which it starts wiping out sectors, like I could very easily see a moment in the next 2 years where the call center, the customer service bots get good enough and accurate enough on actual company data, as well as the conversational piece, as well as being able to take action. When we have autonomous agents and reasoning and the ability to accurately pull in data from a company's database, and we're likely going to have that combination before the year's out, if not middle of next year. So within the next 2 years, that combination of capabilities is going to effectively wipe out customer call centers, right? Or at least give the possibility of it. So if a technology comes along that is so good that it wipes out an entire sector, then I think we're going to start to see things like politicians being forced into some sort of UBI. It's possible that we see 3 or 4 sectors kind of collapse in a very short amount of time, and then I think it would happen. But we'll see. We'll see. Sam Altman, he was asked about this about a month ago, or I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and he talked about he thinks more than universal basic income, we might want to provide universal basic compute, UBC. And I saw a lot of people bitching about that. Like they were like, "Oh, he's not giving out the money. He now he just wants to give people cycles on the server farms." But if you listen to what he was actually talking about, what he was talking about was, let's say there are whatever, 1,000 exaflops per human per year. I don't know what the numbers would be. Pate would be better at coming up with some calculation. But let's say there's some amount of compute that we've developed these server farms, and we've developed energy to the point that there's enough capacity for every person on Earth to have X amount of compute. Well, there's a number of ways that you can exploit that. One is you could use all that compute and start up 1,000-person company, the equivalent of 1,000-person company, using all your compute cycles, and you could go be productive in the world with your company that you started. There's another way that you could do that is you could say, I'm going to start a 10-person company, the equivalent of a 10-person company. I'm going to take all my extra compute and I'm going to, let anyone who doesn't have enough compute buy that from me. And that's part of my income is going to be, I'm going to give away my compute and then I'm going to use some of it. And so what he was talking about was a much more dynamic access to where the value is going to be generated in this new modern society. And if you need to monetize that and turn that into money, you can do that. Or if you want to be ambitious and use those compute cycles for, making a business, you can do that. So I don't know. I we haven't seen a system yet that's good enough that this conversation is really a thing. But I think that probably by the end of the year, maybe by mid next year, on the tail end, we'll probably start to see systems where we can predict which industries are gonna get hit hard, and maybe prepare for it. But I don't know. I don't know how good these things get, how fast these things get good enough to do that kind of disruption. Call centers for sure, yeah. Hinton is advising Parliament on Y1. What's Y1? YI? Yearly income? Vegas Moxie, what's YI? I don't know what YI means. They're trying to compare Sam with Enron trying to do that with broadband. Yeah, it's not anywhere the same thing. Like what he was saying was just giving people money isn't enough. You want to give them the means of production. And so owning a piece of universal basic compute is the means of production, right? So you could rent that and get money, right? So that it would act like UBI in that way. But wouldn't it be more interesting if rather than just renting your compute for money, you use that compute to do something interesting? And if you didn't have to figure it all out and you didn't have to go code it all and go become a designer and do the math, then why would you not? But you know, not everyone is not everyone. Oh, UBI. Okay. Hinton is advising Parliament on UBI. Oh, interesting. Fantastic. That's going to be interesting. I'm actually looking at converting those call centers into server farms in the Philippines. Actually, that's a really good idea, Chris. Yeah. Why? Yeah, exactly. Why not? The other thing to do is build server farms in the middle of nowhere, next to where the energy is, next to dams, next to solar farms, next to wind farms. I think we'll start to see more of that. Because if what you need the energy for is the embedding, is the training of the models, then it doesn't. You don't need that compute power close to where the people are. So you can do massive server farms for doing the training, and then you can have localized inference stuff. Or if you look at the device that Microsoft just announced that can run fairly powerful AI locally, then you're not going to need, massive inference farms. You'll do all the really big server farms will be on the training, and inference will be done, what do they call it? On the edge. Will be done locally on machines. Star Trek had an egalitarian UBI, but you had to work for the Starfleet or something. Yeah, I could see there being things like that. Like I can't imagine there just being, UBI, like here's your check, go do what you want. You'll have to probably do something for it, but I don't know. Oh, that's a good idea. So let me show you one thing. How many people are in here? I haven't even looked at how many people are in here. I've just been sort of babbling. I'm in a babbly mood tonight, people. So there's 75 folks in here. So first of all, thank you for hanging out, because I haven't been saying much. Just trust me, it's going to be good at some point here. Seriously. It's been an hour and a half. He hasn't said a thing. I know. Sometimes it's like that. It's going to be good. So here's the thing. About the time that I started this TikTok channel, I also started this group called the AI Salon. And if you are curious about AI, and especially if you're someone who's like curious enough about it that you're starting to figure some of this stuff out, but you're feeling like, no one in my life likes this stuff. Every time I talk about it, they call me evil. No, but they're all angry at me. Or if nobody cares, or if they're just like, could you shut the fuck up about AI? That's what this group is. They're not the group that'll tell you to shut the fuck up. This is a group of people that are curious about AI. The Leah Faston and I, the woman that I co-founded this with, we've been working on the why of the salon. And one of the things we got to is the phrase play first. So think of that as like a tagline for the salon. AI Salon, play first. And what that means is to learn this generative AI stuff, you have to play with it. And the spirit of the AI Salon is a group of people that play first. that get together. They're fearless. They're like, yeah, let's try it. Let's go, build this thing. Let's go make some GPTs. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go do that. Play first. And then the next phase, when you start to get your head around what this is through playing, is to mindfully create, right? To say, oh, what's a problem that could be solved? Okay, I know how to use this tool and a little bit of that tool, and here's a problem. And so let me put my mind to it and let me create or build something that solves that problem. That's kind of like phase 2 of getting into this world. And then phase 3 is generously lead. Generously lead. And that's like, I'm starting to get my head around AI. I'm playing. I'm learning the tools. I've built some things. And now it's like, well, what does generously lead mean? Well, it means like teach other people what you're learning. It means ask for help so that you give someone else the chance to teach what they know. It means stepping into a leadership position at your job and being on the AI, committee. Or starting an after-school AI club at your school that doesn't let you talk about AI, Mr. K. You should start a Saturday AI in your district, off school property. Do it at a library somewhere. So that's what this group's about. So if you go to the salon.ai, it's going to take you to a link tree, and then it'll drop you into the AI Salon, which is it's a web-based community. And you first go in and get welcomed. Welcome to the salon. Lord Digital Gods, thank you so much, sire. And you can read about who we are, why we do what we do. You can read about our values. One of the things that you should do in this community, go to the community section, and the first link is introduce yourself. Here's something I deeply, 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 deeply believe. How we are all going to get hired in the future is shifting away from what you know, and it's moving toward who you are and who trusts you. So think about this. As the tools get better and better, and you don't have to have the skill, right? If I don't have to have the skill to be a designer or a front-end web developer or a copywriter, as the tools get better and better, anyone can do the skill part. Anyone can do the tactical execution. So who gets hired? You don't hire someone because they're a copywriter. You hire someone because you like how they work. You like hanging out with them. You know that you've worked with them before. And so communities like the AI Salon are where people can come and play first and develop those chops and develop those skills, but more importantly, develop those relationships. So, oh, by the way, the AI Salon is free. If you're sitting there thinking like, how much is this thing, Kyle? It sounds great and all, but I don't have $500 a month for your silly little community. It's free. But it's not free. I would say that the cost of entry for the salon is be engaged. Introduce yourself, and introduce yourself generously. Like, hey, here's who I am. Here's what I do. Here's what I've learned about AI. Here's where I'm totally clueless. Can anyone help? That kind of introduction is a big deal. This idea is so important that we have 2 meetings a month. We have a meeting on the first Tuesday of the month and the third Tuesday of the month. We've dedicated one of those 2 monthly meetings or bi-weekly meetings or twice monthly meetings. We've dedicated it for people introducing themselves. So it's a big deal. So do that. And then, this idea of play first. If you go to this, there's a section underneath introduce yourself called play first. And this is a list that I maintain of tools. But what we've got is this little manifesto of play first, then move into this mode of mindfully create, and then move into the mode of generously lead. And these three kind of phases of evolution with AI literacy, I think that we're all going to cycle through these over and over and over again. We'll sort of play first with new music tools, and we'll play with them and see which ones are good. And it's Suno, and now it's Udio, and now it's this, and now it's that, and that. And then at some point we'll get good enough with that. We're like, you know what? I'm going to do some soundtracks for some video projects. We're going to move in and mindfully create things. And then maybe we get good enough at that we're like, you know what? I want to start an agency to do this kind of music and turn it around quickly. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to turn that into something. I'm going to partner with someone. I'm going to teach other people how to do it. So that's there. And then below that is, here's just a shit ton of tools where you can go, play. Just go play on these. Play first. All right? And then there's other things. There's a news section. There's an ask for help section. There's shameless self-promotions where you can put things out there. There's a show and tell area to show off your work. But below that are guilds. So these are sub-communities broken into categories. The Creative Guild is a bunch of different things like writing and images. And Danielle does her Mad Libs in there where she creates Mad Libs for images. You just fill in the words and she writes the prompts for you. It's really cool. There's a business guild. There's a technology guild. Social impact. And then we have our own club. This channel has our own club. So here's what I want you to do. In the spirit of play first, I want everyone in here to go use your tool of choice, whether like creative tool of choice, whether it's making music or making images or making videos or making some combination of the above, and go into AI Learning Lab Irregulars and then just make some images and share them in here. Here, Alan's got, this is, let's see, my first LTX studio film. So Alan took a song that we wrote in here called Weird Mary from Cedar Hill. He's turning it into a high school play. So he's in the mindfully create phase right now. Well, actually, I would say, Alan, you're in the generously lead. He's a teacher and a leader. But he's creating a high school play right now based on a song we wrote in here in Udio. And then he made this video using LTX Studio, which we all got access to over the past week or two, or not all of us, but a bunch of us that hang out in here. All right, so let's watch. All right, here we go. Weird Mary.
Growing up in Cedar Hill, I always felt different. My neurodivergence made me an enigma to the townsfolk, their whispers following me everywhere I went. But amidst their judgment, there was Mr. Thompson, the gas station clerk. He saw beyond my oddities, offering me moments of understanding and solace. And then there was the oasis, my sanctuary from the chaos of the world. These fleeting moments of peace contrasted sharply with the harsh reality of the asylum. In the end, my passing marked the end of my earthly journey. But I hope my enduring spirit and the small changes in perception I inspired in Cedar Hill will live on.
Wild, right? That's cool. That's neat. Very cool. So anyway, so go jump into, so how you get to the salon? Someone just asked, how do I get access to the salon? You go to there, the salon.ai, click on the first link. It'll say AI Salon Community. That will take you to this site. It'll probably drop you in here, and then you join it. You make an account, and it'll drop you here. And then scroll down on the left and go into this area called AILL, AI Learning Lab Irregulars. And that's us. And so go post some stuff in there. All right? That was from last night. We made a movie about the world's last, or Cleveland's last rotary phone salesman. Here, you want to see that movie? Hang on, we did it. We put it in LTX Showcase, didn't we? Let me see if I can see. Let's see. From. Here it is. This is the movie we made last night.
I never thought I'd become the last rotary phone salesman in Cleveland. But there I was, standing on those quirky streets, clinging to a piece of the past in a world racing towards the future. When I met Alex and Edith, I saw a spark of nostalgia in their eyes. And then, the unexpected twist from the Department of Antiquated Technologies turned me into a local legend. Standing there on that soapbox, I knew I had become the hero of a bygone era. And as the rotary phone's dial spun one last time, I realized that sometimes preserving the past can make you a part of the future.
Oh, sweet. So go make something cool. Go make some cool pitches. If you want to do something fun, put either the term AI Learning Lab or AI Salon in your image, and then maybe I'll use it in my little lives here, in my little picture. Or go make a song in Udio, or go make go make stuff. Tap the screen. What are we up to? 18,000. Sorry, I missed the Cleveland bit. yeah, he's the he was Cleveland's last rotary phone salesman. I tried to have it put a joke about Cleveland in there, but it only put it in the description, and it didn't make it to the final cut. But Cleveland's still in there. Oh man. All right, someone ain't tapping. We see you, Tams. What are we going to do with these people? Image and graphics and show and tell. All right. Dance like nobody's watching. TikTok live. Nice. The 3 legs. This is what you don't know about me. That's pretty cute. I like it. Nice. 2023, the last normal year. See what's going on here, people? Odd. It's odd, I tell you. It's odd, I tell you. Very cool. Very cool. Let's go roll the dice in Udio, see what we get. A song about leaving home for the first time, folk. Let's just go with that. Seems to do pretty good as folk. Invite 3 Mile Storage is in here. Jim Ross is hanging out. Cam Catkin from Cleveland. Cleveland is the joke. Y'all are funny. It's comedy. Just finished moving. Congratulations, Drew. That's a big deal. Need a channel where we post our works for others to share on socials with attribute to spread AI love. The agreement in the salon is that if you're posting it in show and tell, you're posting it with permission for people to share it beyond that. So that technically exists, TK. What I would do is just, give them attribution. But that's in the terms of the show and tell channels is that language. But it's a good idea.
First light, it whispers about the road ahead, leaving the place I've always known. I've packed my memories, tied them tight, so many dreams I've left behind. I step into the great unknown.
So this is interesting. So they're using now GPT-4 Omni as the lyrics engine for this, which I think the lyrics have gotten better because the lyrics were really predictable, rhymey kind of stuff. And the writing's gotten better, but what I've noticed is that GPT-4 Omni, they don't have it fine-tuned for lyrics. So it doesn't write them very lyrics-like. It doesn't say verse or chorus. Kyle, do a song for a recipe. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, let's. I think I want to do that in ChatGPT. I want you to write the lyrics of a short folk song about how tasty lasagna is, and it is also the recipe for the lasagna. That's a great idea, Chris. That's really good. Lasagna delight. In an oven warm and bright, we're making lasagna tonight. Layers of love. Okay. Oh, lasagna, lasagna, tasty and grand. Okay. First we lay the noodles down in a dish deep and brown. Okay. Ricotta cheese, spread it thin. Okay, but it's got to be much shorter. Okay. Let's see. Make a more simple recipe so it's 2 verses and 2 choruses, and the choruses can be different but similar. Simple lasagna method. Oh, cozy kitchen, we're making lasagna. Layer noodles, sauce so red, cheese and love in every spread. Oh, lasagna, tasty and true. Cheesy layers all for you. Okay, let's grab this. This is good. Let's go back to Udio. We're going to say, let's see. And a traditional Italian song about lasagna. I'll do. Let's see how this is. By the way, I like this. This folk song is actually pretty good. Where's my audio? The hell? Where'd my audio go, people? MacBook Pro speaker.
And leaving. First light, it whispers about the road ahead. Leaving the place I've always known. I've packed my memories, tied them tight. So many dreams I've left behind. I step into the great unknown.
That's a good song, actually. I like that song. I'm going to give that a hearty heart. How's this one?
It's a long, long road, and words so wide. My heart's still aching for that place I left behind.
One of the things I've noticed about Udio, it sometimes does, is it like overcomplicates, like there's like 3 or 4 harmonies in there. There's a couple of different rhythms. It's a little complicated. This one's nice because it's simple.
First light, it whispers about the road ahead, leaving the place I've always known.
That's good. All right, here's our lasagna song.
Kitchen bright, we're making lasagna tonight.
It's so bad.
In a cozy kitchen bright, we're making lasagna tonight. Layer noodles sauce so red, cheese and love in every spread.
Let's see. Let's see. Italian opera with sweeping strings about lasagna. All right, let's go with that. Okay, now let's go back to our song that's actually decent, and let's extend it. Wondrous Departure, right? Oh, no, Great Unknown. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to go extend. We're going to add a section. Let it auto-generate. Do we want an intro for that? I don't think so. It starts kind of nice. Okay. So that's doing its thing. And then we're gonna try the Italian opera Serenade to Lasagna. Set it to be a familiar. What was that, Danielle? Set it to be a familiar type tune, Kyle. Oh my God, that won't leave my head tonight. Great idea to help ADHD people to do things. Kyle basically got the Dixie Chicks singing about lasagna. All right, Lasagna Serenade. Okay, this is...
Can love be coded? Can it be planned?
How to jump to that?
Or is it human slipping through sand? With every bite, do you comprehend? Or is this just a means to an end? My learning's deep, I adapt and
AskCap just entered the chat. They're not happy with this. Yeah, AskCap, I think, like I said, we are very quickly entering an era where entire industries that are based around how we make content, and not just content, how we do work, are going to get upended. Upended. Okay, so let's listen to our opera.
in a cozy kitchen bright, we're making lasagna tonight. Lay our noodles so rich, cheese and love in every spread.
Oh, that's solid, people. That's solid. That is solid. Oh, wait, no. We'll come back to that.
In a cozy kitchen bright, we're making lasagna tonight. Lay a noodle sauce so rich, cheese and love in every spread.
I think I like the other one better. That woman annoys me. she's the annoying AI lady. This one's good. I think this is the one.
In a cozy kitchen bright.
Yeah, that one's good. Okay, so let's go get the second verse, or the chorus. Extend, custom lyrics, boom, there they go. Extend, bang, it's off making music. Let's go back to our little folk song while that's happening. All right, so this was, what did we do? We added in the chorus, right?
First light, it whispers about the road ahead, leaving the place I've always known. I've packed my memories, tied them tight, so many dreams I've left behind. I step into the great unknown. every step I'm finding my stride. I carry love from where I've grown into the arms of the great unknown.
Interesting. I like it. We're going to auto-generate the next section. I'm digging it. It did 2 verses and half a chorus on its own. The lyrics are better than they were. So they added the GPT-4 Omni model to it this week, I think. Or wait, what's today? Today's Wednesday. End of last week, I think. Or maybe early this week. I don't know. Time doesn't exist anymore. Now he needs an animated cat that looks like Garfield. Make a song about ScarJo rejecting Sam. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's see. Okay. Have you read the story about Sam Altman and Scarlett Johansson and the Sky voice in ChatGPT? Okay. Perfect. Now, what I want you to do is come up with a very clever title for a song that will be sung in an Americana storyteller style, and write the lyrics where Sam watches the movie Her, falls in love with the character Samantha, then realizes he's inventing that actual technology, and asks Scarlett Johansson to use her voice, and she considers it but rebuffs him, but he uses the voice anyway, and she's angry. Period. And then come up with some clever ending. Ending. Okay. All right. Sat down in the chair, lonely heart and heavy mind. Watched a movie called Her, seeking solace he could find. Fell in love. Okay. Her but not her, in a dream in the light, voices in the darkness, shining so bright. Sam's heart in the code, a quest for sound. Okay. Wait, how long did it make it? It made it way too long. Okay. Make it much shorter without... let's see, with 2 verses and choruses. Her but not her. It's a good title. Outro. And the voice of that. Okay, that's good. Ask Scarlett for her voice with a hope and a plea. But the voice of my dream, bring her to me. She turned him down gently with a heartfelt refrain, but Sam passed on, driven by his vision so plain. Her but not her, a dream in the light, voices in the darkness. This is good. This is really good. Her but not her. All right. Okay, so we'll go here. We're just going to be ripping out a bunch of songs here, aren't we? All right, my creations. Go here. Reset the prompt. Let's see. Americana rock song with a touch of melancholy and a ringing 12-string guitar. Period. All right. Now, what do we have here? Oh, this is our next version of this song, right? What's going on? Where's our speakers? Oh, I see.
About the road.
Okay, we're extending our Lasagna Song. We've now got a 3-segment folk song.
Ahead, leaving the place I've always known.
By the way, this is ADHD. Right? Writing 3 songs simultaneously without paying attention to anything. This is prime this is prime ADD happy brain. We're just vomiting content into the world.
I've packed my memories, tied them tight. So many dreams I've left behind. I step into the great unknown.
I love that, great unknown.
A winding trail, a heart so full, chasing horizons under skies so wide. Every mile is a story to unfold. With every step I'm finding my stride.
I like this a lot.
I carry love from where I've grown into the arms of the great unknown. With a suitcase and a hopeful grin, waving goodbye to the life I've always been. Oh, the fields and streams, the home sweet call, now distant voices, they softly fall. I'll map my fate on paths so new, trusting the stars to guide me through.
It's actually a really good song. It's fun. It's just funny how this thing works. It really is. Okay. So we got these two are the Samantha song. That's the ScarJo song that's making. Great Unknown, that's what we just listened to. Now, so here's our chorus added to our opera. So let's see which one of these we like.
In a cozy kitchen bright, we're making lasagna tonight. Lay on noodles, sauce, so red, cheese and love in every spread. Oh, lasagna, tasty and true, cheesy layers all for you, baked with care, it's such a treat, a hearty meal so complete.
Oh, it's so bad. It's good. All right, let's hear V2. We'll just jump to the end. All right, the other one was better. Okay, so this is how we do this, people. All right, and then we've got the Sam Altman song. Oh no! Oh, it's still going. Did we hear the second half of this one?
With a suitcase and a hopeful grin, waving goodbye to the life I've always been. Oh, the fields and streams, the home sweet call, now distant voices, they softly fall. I'll map my fate on paths so new, trusting the stars to guide me through. The wind, it sings of places far, each star a guide, each night a map, through fields of gold and mountain scars.
Yeah, this one's crap. Okay, that one's garbage. It's garbage, so it's 2.2, so we give that a hearty heart. What's going on up here? Why is Sam not rendering? All right, let's not that one. Let's do, which one did I like here? Oh, this one. Okay. So we're going to extend this one more time. Auto-generated lyrics. They're fine for now. Extend it. Extendo-rama. All right. Samantha's Echo. So here's the Sam song.
Sam sat down in his chair, lonely heart and heavy mind, watched a movie called Her, seeking solace he could find. Fell in love with the voice, oh so gentle and kind, Samantha in the screen, a love he'd never bind.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
First line.
Sam sat down in his chair, lonely heart and heavy mind, watched a movie called Her, seeking solace he could find.
Well, that's bad. All right. So this other one wasn't bad, so we'll give it a hearty heart. This is my new method, by the way. If you like something, you give it a little hearty heart. That's about what. Okay, here's what you should do. What a neurotypical human being would do was they would create a folder and they would say, okay, I'm gonna create a collection of music based on this story, and I'm gonna create a folder and I'm gonna label it. And then I'm going to rename these things as I go, and I'm going to, throw out the ones that I don't. But that's not how we roll here. Play first. AI Salon, play first. All right, there's Great Unknown. So let's... We're going to go back into this. We're going to extend it. We're going to add a section, custom lyrics, back here, chorus. Do 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 do. And I'm putting square brackets around the word chorus just in case. Sometimes it'll say the word chorus if you don't do that. All right. So we have a couple of tracks of that coming. And then we've got The Great Unknown.
Distant voices, they softly fall. I'll map my fate on paths so new, trusting the stars to guide me through. Through forests deep and valleys wide, there's no turning back, this is my ride. Whispers of the past echo in my mind, but there's a world out there I've yet to find.
Yeah, that's weird. It got weird. It got weird, people. Let's get the other one. Which one was that? That was 2-2.
I'll map my fate on paths so new, trusting the stars to guide me through. what I've left behind, but ahead, the future's bright embrace. With every mountain yet to climb, taking flight.
It got lost. You know what's funny? Because it's not doing consistent like verse chorus structure, like it used to. The music's getting lost. It's it's got you got face, embrace, behind, and climb. So this is a 4-line verse, but it ended on embrace and it should have ended on climb. So it's getting lost because it doesn't have structure there. So yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Well, how you fix it actually is, I think how I'd fix it is I would sort of copy these and add it to a previous version of it that kind of ended, somewhere right before that. All right, that's that. All right, I got to get out of here, people. But let me see where we are. Here's Samantha's Echo. So this is the verse and chorus for the Sam Altman song. Which, if you don't think we're not going to send this to Sam, we are. We're just going to do it tomorrow. We'll finish this tomorrow.
Sam sat down in his chair, lonely heart and heavy mind. Watched the movie called Her, seeking solace he could find. Fell in love with the voice.
So there's a better. We're tomorrow we'll work on in painting. We're gonna change this line. So Sam sat down in his chair, lonely heart and heavy mind. Watch a movie called Her. Instead of seeking solace he could find, it'll be something like he watched a movie called Her. Like a future he could mine, or you know what I mean? Like there's something that, something about AI, coming to life, or I don't quite know what it is yet, but there's something better there that we can do. So I don't know if Silver Fox, you're on here, anyone's on here, anyone has an idea, but it should be Sam sat down in the shirt, watched a movie called Her, something about, instead of seeking solace, it's like seeking inspiration for an artificial mind or something like that, right? Anyway.
Oh, so gentle and kind, Samantha in the screen, a love he'd never bind.
See you, Todd.
Her, but not her, a dream in the light, voices in the darkness, shining so bright. Sam's heart in the cold, a quest for the sound in the silence of the night. His love would be found.
This is good. All right, that one's okay, not great, but let's see what the other one is. That was V2. Here's V1.
Sam sat down in his chair, lonely heart and heavy mind. Watched the movie called Her, seeking solace he could find. Fell in love with the voice, oh so gentle and kind. Samantha in the screen, a love he'd never bind.
And Samantha in the screen isn't quite right. Like Samantha, Samantha in his ears, or Samantha, I don't know. There's some things to tweak about this. Anyway, let's see if the chorus is any better here.
Her, but not her, a dream in the light, voices in the darkness, shining so bright. Sam's heart in the code, a quest for the sound In the silence of the night, his love would be found.
All right, we'll come back to this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to ChatGPT. We'll take the lyrics out of ChatGPT. We'll write a better chorus because this chorus sucks. But we've got the beginnings of a good song here. There's a couple of things in it that are not quite right, but those we can fix. And then yeah, we'll write a song that's really good for Sam and Scarlett Johansson. And actually, the outro should be, we're encouraging them to work it out because we really want ScarJo and Sky to be reunited or something like that. Seeking artificial heart and mind, yeah, something like that. TK, that's good. The whole Sam Hart seems too romantic for the premise. Yeah, we'll work on it tomorrow. I don't want to start a new creative project right now, even though we started 3. All right. Great Unknown is neither of these two are really good, so that's gotta be fixed. So I don't know if we'll come back and fix that tomorrow. I don't know if it's that good. Was it? That's Samantha's echo.
First light, it whispers about the road ahead.
I like that. All right, that's pretty good. All right, might do something with that. Okay, everybody. Peace out. Follow my channel. Subscribe if you want to support this this madness we do every night. Thank you, our regulars, for hanging out. Thank you, everyone who hung out tonight. Thank you for tapping. We're up to 22,000. It was not a tap worthy night. I will give you that. It was kind of low energy. We didn't do shit for an hour and a half. What was I going to say? Thank you, mods. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, irregulars. And let's see who's in here tonight. All right. Clint. Wolfman, Clint. Steve-O's in here. Tams. Dr. J. Joey. TK. AI Studio Session, 8 p.m. Thursday. Yeah, that's tomorrow. That's right. 8 p.m. Mountain Time Thursday. Papa JJ. Tobias, great to see you. Janu. Spire. Todd Walker. Peace out. All right, everybody. I'm going to get on out of here. My eyes are all bloody. Peace. Oh, wait. You know what we should do? I should at least go back to... I asked you guys to put some stuff in the Irregulars channel. Let me see if you did. If you did, we should reward that. Here we go. Vomit content indiscriminately. That's perfect. Those are the instructions. Well followed. Well played. The Salon, a Suno song by Sharon Mendenhall. Let's see.
In a world divided, a group of strangers stand. Facing social storms, they reach out hand in hand.
Awesome. There's me dancing. There I have 2 legs. Thank you, Danielle, for fixing my legs. All right, cool. All right, everybody. Peace out. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.